Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. This is a brand new channel. This is our initial video that we are starting out with here. Intent of this channel is to do some reviews on some stuff. Like probably a lot of you folks out there on YouTube, you do a lot of research before you drop some serious money on products. I do the same. Typically before I'm about to buy a product, I do YouTube research. I do a lot of internet searches and reviews on different websites, whether it's REI, Backcountry, some of those sites for some of the outdoor gear. The intent of this channel is to review things I'm interested in. That's a wide range of things. So technical gear, gadgets, and even places or adventures when I can do them, which is few and far between lately. So the initial video is going to cover Goruck Midweight challenge pants. Now, when I was starting out doing some research on these pants, I didn't find a whole lot of offerings as far as YouTube videos associated with these pants specifically. Now, there were videos that were out there from the Goruck team, but I had a hard time choosing the right size of these pants to get the right fit kind of dialed in. And so I thought, well, what better way to start out the channel by reviewing a pair of pants that I actually ran into trouble reviewing. So with that in mind, we'll get started and I'll do a review. So how we're going to cover this is I'm going to hit on some of my specifications, right? Some of my size, weight, height parameters. I'll do a quick review of a lot of the components of the pants themselves and then kind of give you some initial thoughts on them. So stand by and we will jump right into the review. All right, so got some notes here that I want to cover on the Goruck Midweight Challenge pants. Really just going to cover initially some of the components, some of the build quality materials, and some of the stuff actually from the Goruck site. If you're not familiar with Goruck products, the company was started by an ex-Army Green Beret. They make really great products, and if you're not familiar, a lot of you I'm sure are familiar. They also have events that are associated with them. What I've found with these pants is that I wear them pretty much every weekend when I'm not at work. Usually the first things I'm kind of going for, and they're really built for everything: casual, working out, hiking, and then of course doing some of the Goruck events themselves. So let's get into this. So I am 6'2". I'll say a fairly athletic, slender build. About 195 pounds, fluctuate between 190, 195 pounds. The pants that fit me best are the size 32 by 34. And this took me quite a few times shipping and ordering their pants to kind of dial in the right size. My typical jean size is anywhere between a 32 and a 34, and the typical inseam size for me is a 32 inseam. So what I've found with these pants is they tend to run short. So after we get done kind of wrapping up with some of the specifications associated with the pants themselves, I'll give you kind of a quick turnaround to see kind of what they look like on me, kind of size and fit. And again, I'm not a large person. I don't have large quads, so the pants themselves fit fairly slender, fairly slim. So kind of close to I guess a slim fitting jean. So again, it took me a few times ordering and trying on and sending things back to really get the right size, but once you get the size dialed in, they're a great pant. So these pants are a little thicker than, the midweights are a little thicker than their normal offering of their challenge pants. And so what they go by is grams per square meter. So GSM, it just means that the weight of the fabric is a bit heavier, right? So the midweight pants are 187 grams per square meter. which equates to about 6 ounces. They're very light, very light, quick drying. Their normal challenge pants are 125 grams per square meter. So a significant increase in weight of the fabric. But what I'll say, I also own some of their normal weight challenge pants, is I actually prefer the mid-weight pants. They just seem to feel better. They're not as clingy. Their regular fit or the regular weight challenge pants seem to be very, very clingy. If you get wet in them, they're going to cling to your legs like cellophane. I know some people don't mind that. I personally I prefer the mid-weight pants. Now, as you're looking at price of these pants, between the mid-weight and the original challenge pants, they're the same price on Goruck's website. So MSRP for the pants are $195. Now, folks will kind of balk at that price. It is a very high price for a pair of pants. $195? Wow. So I can tell you that I didn't pay full price for these pants, right? I wait till they have a sale going on, which they typically do a few times a year, whether it's kind of their Black Friday sale or their spring cleanup sale, which is actually going on right now at the time of this video. And I'll typically get a pair on sale. Additionally, Goruck, they're a fantastic company. They offer discounts to veterans, students, first responders, active duty military, and that's typically 25% off. So if you run into a sale, as well as you fit one of those categories to qualify for a discount, you could spend anywhere, $100. I think I got one pair for around $95 at one point. So look for those sales, and you can get a great price on them. I'm not sure if I would pay the full price for them. I think they're a great pant. But I think I'd probably wait for a sale or use a discount on them. So we talked about the size. They're a bit more drab, I guess, also than the original and the normal weight challenge pants that they offer. They look the sheen. There's not a lot of sheen to them, so they're a little more matte in color. And again, I just kind of prefer that look. They're made up of what Goruck calls tough dry. So it is 95 or 94% nylon and 6% spandex. I've found that the tough dry is a fantastic material. It dries ridiculously fast. So having worn these in some of their events and getting wet, one of their events that I was in, one of their light challenges was it rained the whole day. And so these pants were wet the whole day. I didn't chafe. They felt great on. They didn't cling too much. They're just a really fantastic pant. So they're fast drying. They are abrasion resistant. So not these slacks, but actually the slacks that I have on. I have a pair of the Coyote Challenge pants on now. And again, like I mentioned, I'm wearing these usually on the weekend. So they're kind of my go-to grab pants to be comfortable and also be able to kind of have, a little bit of style as you're out doing errands and things like that I'm doing on a weekend that's typically boring. From an abrasion resistant perspective, I haven't had any issues with them. I haven't had any fraying of stitching. I haven't had any tears in the material. So they've been great in that regard, wearing them every weekend as well as to some of the events themselves. I've had no issues myself with them. The cargo pockets feature an interior drain hole. So should you do a challenge and you fill your pockets up with water, you got drain holes on the inside to let the water drain out of your pockets. What I really like about these pockets are the fact that they open from back to front. So as you open them and close them, you're really closing them to the back instead of to the front. And just to me, it seems like a more ergonomic perspective of how to put the zippers. They just make sense to me as you're using those pockets. You got a diamond gusseted crotch, which obviously allows for a lot of movement, flexibility. The material being that they are nylon and spandex, they're extremely flexible. You have articulated knees for a lot more range of motion also, so in combination with that diamond gusseted crotch, no issues with performing any kind of activity, with a ruck, doing squats, any kind of burpees or anything along those lines. If you're into that, you shouldn't have any issues with these pants. I also really like the front pockets, how they design them. They don't cut them at a drastic angle. They're a bit more horizontal, and what that does for me is it helps retain a lot of whether it's your wallet or cell phone, etc. So normally, if you have a steep incline there on a steep angle on your pockets, sitting down sometimes, some of your everyday carry type of items will fall out of those pockets. So really like the design on the pockets. The zippers are YKK. They are reinforced, the actual zipper handle with a kind of a little rubber grommet on them that's built over the zipper tab, which is actually a really nice kind of touch. The rear pockets are not zipped, they're open. However, the nice thing about these pockets is you can fully pull these pockets out to get out sand, water, dirt, whatever you've collected in your challenge. It's kind of a nice touch to be able to empty those pockets out specifically all the way out. So as you're working through getting yourself cleaned up, they actually do a really good job at thinking through some of those kind of style and functionality perspectives with the pants. And of course, they're made in the USA. So I personally like to support veteran-owned businesses whenever I can, let alone enjoying the design and kind of the community of Goruck in general. Probably as you can tell behind me, I got a few Goruck packs here also that I'll probably do a review at some point, even though there's numerous reviews out there on a lot of their packs and some of their gear. But they also offer, if you're not familiar, a Scars lifetime guarantee. So not only on their packs, but also on their apparel. And this is their Goruck apparel. So their screen printed shirts, I don't believe, offer the Scars lifetime warranty. But their Goruck apparel, like their simple windbreakers, their simple pants, their challenge pants, offer that lifetime warranty. So if you have a tear, if you have issues with a zipper, if you have issues with stitching, communicate with the folks in the Scars team at the Goruck site and work out with them how to get those that product back to them, and they'll work with you on either repairing your product or replacing it altogether, which is fantastic. It's the lifetime of a product. So again, $195 is pretty steep for a pair of pants, but when you take a look at the design of the pants, the quality of the build and the materials that they're using, and kind of the thoughtfulness of what they put into the pants themselves, as well as that Scars lifetime warranty, you can really own these pants for a lifetime and really get a lot of good mileage out of them. So I really enjoy their pants. So I mentioned their spring cleaning sale. I think there's only certain colors that are on sale right now. I believe it's just a coyote in the midweight pant, but they're a pretty significant discount on them right now. So hopefully I'll get this video out while the sale is still going on, and y'all can take a look at it. I'll also include some links to the product specifically in the description. One other thing I'd like to mention is if you are not interested in purchasing a pair of Goruck challenge pants brand new, there are some fantastic forums out there. If you're a member of Facebook, Ruckmall typically does a lot of peer-to-peer sales of Goruck equipment. A lot of their packs are on sale between individuals who want to upgrade or change out style or color of their packs. But once in a while, you'll also run across folks who have some of their apparel for sale. So you can sometimes find a good price on a pair of their simple pants or their challenge pants like these on Ruckmall on Facebook, and I'll put a link to the group down there if you're interested in taking a look that way, and you can kind of monitor for sales that are going on there if you're not ready to kind of jump full in at the full price brand new cost. I would recommend these pants. I really like the material. They're a nice material. They fit well. And again, my specifications, I'm 6'2", 195 pounds. I wear a 32, 34, and I think that size is pretty dialed in for my frame. Again, they run short, at least in my experience. So if you're looking at these, the waist runs pretty true, but the length, the inseam is pretty short. So I would recommend sizing up. I'm adjust the camera. We'll take a quick walk around of the coyote color midweight pants that I have on currently, and kind of show you what they look like with a typical fit of an individual with specifications like myself. I typically wear running shoes with them. Once in a while I'll wear some Chucks with them, and that's kind of what I normally wear. Again, they're a slim fitting pant, so you're not going to want to wear something kind of heavy duty like a hiking boot, although you could, but you're not going to get the actual pant leg over them, right? They're a slim fitting pant at the bottom. So all right, stick with me for a minute and I'll adjust the camera. So that is the Goruck midweight challenge pant. Again, I really like these pants. They are my go-to pants. So that being said, we're going to wrap up this video. Again, thank you all for watching our first video. I'd ask you all to, bear with me while I try to dial in my video skills as well as my communication with the camera. So this is a little new to me. Hope to have some more reviews up of some products in the near future. Again, I know there's been a lot of reviews on some of the Goruck packs. I got a lot of other gear that I really have been interested in that I've purchased. I haven't seen a lot of reviews out there that I want to run through, knives, things along those lines. Again, purpose of the channel, we really want to look at some things, provide some insight other than from the company specifically into the product before you go out and make that purchase. Our catch line for the channel is scratch your itch, right? So everyone has an itch. I happen to have an itch with technical gear, apparel, and gadgets. So this is kind of scratching my itch. I buy stuff, and I'm hoping to be able to share some of that experience with that product with you all out there. So again, bear with me as I kind of try to dial this in a little bit. If you like the video, go ahead, please subscribe, give it a like, throw some comments down there too. If I could do something a little bit better, I would definitely appreciate that feedback. I'm always looking for feedback, even negative feedback, that only makes you better. Also, if you're interested in a specific product, there's probably a strong probability that I have that product. If not, I'm probably somewhere in line in my list of things that I want to purchase is probably out there. So go ahead and leave that in the comments too if it's something you're interested in. You never know, I could do a review on that, and if there's enough interest, I could always go out and grab that product and give you guys a kind of hands-on review of it. So with that being said, thanks a lot for your time, and we'll see you soon. Scratch your itch.